Hi there. Just a couple of exercises on Chapter 1 to help understand syllabification in context. Well, not in context, it's still all in a vacuum, but I thought I would do a couple from the book in order to show you, sort of in slow motion, what you ought to be doing and how you ought to be thinking, or at least if you want to pass my course. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. It's really about how you might want to organize your thinking about how Hebrew works or how to analyze it with a Western mind, I suppose. So let's get right to it. We're going to look at a couple of these in drill 3. Divide into syllables, identify every schwa as silent or vocal, and identify every dagesh as lene or forte. These things are essential to reading Hebrew. This is not something you can ignore, like perhaps you could ignore in Greek or Latin and feel your way through it. Hebrew doesn't work the same way. Let's get to it, and I'll show you what I mean. And some of this will be, just trust me, and in Chapter 4, it will all come to pass. So I have already up here Kital Tim, which was one of the exercises at hand. Let me get over to my own app. And just to show you how it should go. First of all, you've heard me say a few times now, in Hebrew we're reading down and up, looking for the vowels, right? And from right to left. Well, if you want to analyze the verb, why don't you turn it around and go the other way? So when we analyze, we're actually going to go left to right, down and up. Okay? Now, that being said, let's do that. So we're going to start here, and what we see is a consonant. So let's write that down here, a consonant, and we're going to find a vowel without a doubt, and here's your vowel right there. So there's your vowel, and you need a consonant in order to start a syllable. And obviously you have it there in the tet. So to show it to you with little red arrows, there's your first consonant, there's your first vowel, and there's your second vowel, which in analysis is actually the first vowel of the syllable. That's very important. You found your first syllable, even though you're at the back end of the word. So let's take a look at that without the red. A handful of things become clear. First of all, we know that the accent is on this syllable because it is unmarked, and in the book it won't be marked, so the accent is there. We have a short vowel in here, which is what a closed syllable would probably like to take. In an accented syllable, it could take a long syllable, but regardless, a short vowel will fit in this closed syllable. Now, what about this dot? You're supposed to identify it as is it a soft dot or a hard dot? Is it a dot that means to make the pronunciation of this letter hard, or does it a dot that doubles this letter? Well, first of all, is it a letter that has two different pronunciations? Tau is one of the Begad Kapat letters, so yes, this could be a dagesh lene. Now, how do we determine whether it is hard or soft? Or, a dagesh lene or dagesh forte? We don't know yet. Now we go to the next syllable, and we see here a schwa. Now, I didn't do a very good job in the presentation last time of distinguishing vocal schwa from silent schwa. And you can look at your hymnal. You can look at your textbook, and you can see the definition of it clearly. What is a silent schwa? A silent schwa closes a syllable and gets you ready for the next syllable with no sound. A Begad Kapat letter has a dagesh lene when it follows no sound, which includes the beginning of a word. When it follows no sound. Okay, but we still don't know if this is a silent or a vocal schwa, because the rule is a silent schwa closes a syllable and gets you ready for the next syllable with no sound. Okay, so we go forward. I'm going to erase that. Well, actually, let's keep that up because that's another question we have. And we're going to go forward. So there's your consonant. this will be the next syllable, so I'm going to write it in a different color just for things there. So you have the schwa. We're not sure yet. We have a consonant, and there's our vowel. And there's another consonant, but this one also has a dot in it. But we have to have a consonant to start a syllable, so we put it there. Now, with regard to this dogesh, is that a dogesh forte or a dogesh lene? Well, is it in a letter that has two different pronunciations, the Begad-Kapat? No, this is a tet. It does not have two pronunciations. It is a dogesh forte. This is a doubled consonant. And so we can automatically just go ahead and put up a new one because this is two tets. And there's your heroic vowel and your kof consonant. So that's what you have. Now, to unpack this lovely little word here, which you'll see all the time, by the way, this is not an unusual morpheme. You actually have this. Oops, sorry. Got my dots in the wrong place. Kit. Tall. Tame. And I'm pronouncing it, I gave away the game here. But let's syllabify from this side because it's a little less messy. So we're going to have a syllable right here, as we indicated here already, right? And what we're really worried about is this dogesh, because this dogesh and this schwa go together. Is that a vocal or a silent schwa? Well, what's this letter? There's the key to the whole word analysis. That is a short vowel in an unaccented syllable. The accent's here. That is a short vowel in an unaccented syllable. It must be in a closed syllable. So in other words, we cannot syllabify here because that would give us consonant vowel right here. All right? And that can't happen because that is a short unaccented syllable. Vowel. Short vowel in an unaccented syllable, right? So there you go. It has to be in a closed syllable, so you can make a line here, and there's your CVC, your closed syllable, right? And then what about this one? And I've put a dot here, and that dot shouldn't be there. Get rid of that. What about this syllable? Well, this schwa is likewise a problem, but it's kind of easy because we just did it. There's your short vowel. This is an unaccented area of the word, and you have to have it in a closed syllable. That's just how the short vowel works. Closed, unaccented syllable has to be a short vowel has to be in a closed, unaccented syllable. See, it's an if-not language, and I'm getting myself turned around and inside out and upside down myself. So to say it one last time for clarity, that is a short vowel. Short vowels generally go in unaccented closed syllables. Actually, they go in any kind of syllable, and I'm doing it again. Short vowels go in closed syllables. There you go. And this is unaccented, so there's not even any debate. I'm really mudding the waters with the idea that it's unaccented when it comes to this short vowel thing, right? So there you have Kital Tem. Let's do another one, and it has a couple of other features. And let's take in your book number 11, which is this one. By the way, I'm not showing you the whole book on purpose because it's really, I don't think I'm at liberty really to show it. So let's do this one. And learn to pronounce it as well. So there's all the dots. Oh, there's 2 schwas in a row. We already see the trouble here. So let's start at the end and come backwards. Remember, we're working from back to front. All right. So we start with the tau. There's your consonant. There's your holum wow. That's a vowel. And there's your chet, and that's your consonant. So you can draw a line very confidently right here. But what about this guy? And what about this guy? We're missing a dot too, because I know the answer. There's a dot there. Well, this is a clue. Now, is that in a letter that takes 2 different pronunciations? It is a Begad Kapat letter, so yes, it could be a Dagesh Lene or a Dagesh Forte. Dagesh Lene follows no sound, right? It is in a Begad Kapat letter that follows no sound. Or is it doubled? Let's do some investigating. So we have to leave these things alone and go back a little further. And we've got this clue in an unaccented syllable. It is a short vowel. It needs to be in a closed syllable. So this is consonant, vowel, consonant, corresponding here, corresponding here, corresponding here, right? So this means that this is a silent schwa. How do I know it's a silent schwa? A silent schwa closes an unaccented closed syllable with no sound in order to get you ready for the next syllable, right? And so this is a Dagesh Lene. So you can confidently now, well, maybe with less confidence, but sin boldly, make a line there. And this is a vocal schwa. How do I know it's a vocal schwa? Well, because every syllable starts with a consonant, and it has to have a vowel. And so this counts as a vowel. It's a vocal schwa. So this is pronounced, now working back right to left, as we're familiar with, that way, going up and down. Ms, no sound. B, choth. Accent here. Mizbechoth. 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 Okay. Let me draw that one again, syllabify it, and you'll see with clarity what I'm getting after. Ah, geez. Okay, so we'll resyllabify after I put the right number of dots in there. Okay, dots and a red ink. So here's your consonant, vowel, consonant, tet, holum, wow, chet. So there you go. A vocal schwa following a hard pronounced baith. A silent schwa and a closing up a syllable with a short vowel in it, right? Here's the accent, which will be marked in the Bible, but not in the book. Mizbechoth. Mizbechoth. Good. Those 2 exercises ought to get you through the rest of the exercises. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Otherwise, I'm going to let you go now, and you can work it out yourself. Have fun with it. I hope you develop some love for this wonderful and, at the moment, very mysterious language. Take care.